Monster RX93.1. We are live on Facebook.com/RX931.
There you go, mute na.
Hello.
Good
Hello.
morning.
Hello. Good
Hello.
morning. So, hello to everyone listening on their radios, but at the same time, to people on Facebook Live. Hello. Thank you for watching. And
Thank
let's
you
just
very
jump
much.
into the first batch of our top 10, courtesy of Renetic. Yay, he's listening. Thank you.
Yeah, he sent
Hashtag,
us a message a while ago.
right? That was
Yeah.
cool. So at least he's listening. Thank you. Hashtag Akala ko ba? Let's start off with Jacobo. Akala ko ba friends lang tayo? Bakit after kita ihatid sa bahay nyo at nagpaalam, hahalikan mo ko? Ano ba
Ay,
talaga?
ay
Okay?
wow.
Okay.
Parang
Wala namang nangyaring
exciting.
ganyan nung hinatid kami ni Chico.
Wala.
Wala.
So, sa amin
Sayang.
nung hinatid namin si Hazel tsaka si Rica, so pagka-park namin, parang I think nag-aayos pa ata sila ng bag. Sabi namin, oh, what are you waiting for? Joke, hindi naman. Oh my God.
Si Baby Whale nga nag-wish upon a bear.
Mm. Uy,
Wish upon a
kakaibang
bear.
ano yun ha, kakaibang falling star. Di ba usually it's so small? Yung parang,
Yeah.
like
That
that
was really
Steven
big.
Spielberg. That was like, I kind of like had this split second na parang, should I expect like an explosion after? Kasi parang ang laki niya, parang, so anyway. But
Grabe
apparently it
pala, no?
was,
Ang ganda-ganda pala. We didn't see it kasi we were in the back seats.
Yeah.
right?
So you guys didn't see it?
No.
We didn't.
Well,
We just heard BB Will and, yeah.
Sabi
Rica
niya, be.
missed it by seconds. And actually, split second. Kasi you were already there, di ba? Yung in between the two chairs. You were kind of positioned there, but maybe you were looking at your phone or something. And then by the time we said, oh, look at that! Parang when you said, where? Parang wala na. Parang, you know. So yeah,
I don't
you
know
were-
why we didn't see it in the other car. Weird.
Yeah. And coming from 7070, akala ko ba hindi ka nagseselos? Bakit parang sabitan ng kaldero yung nguso mo nung nakita mo yung ex mo at yung
Sample, Chico, sample.
Sample.
pwede mong sabitan ng kaldero kasi nakabusangot ka na nung nakita mo yung ex mo and yung current niya. Yeah, that's yeah. Especially if you're not over them. Ako kasi I couldn't care less. You know what I mean? If I see them with their currents, I'm like, okay, good for you. Yeah. And from Rudes Antonio, akala ko ba matutulog ka na? Pero bakit in another call ka nung tumawag ako? Oh. Will that come out as that?
Oo nga.
Like when you call, let's say I'm talking to Hazel and then she said, okay, bye-bye na. Tapos I called her back, but then she's talking to you, Rica. Would it come up as in another call? Ganun ba yun?
I'm not sure with that app. Pero baka in other apps, maybe.
Oo nga
Okay.
Maybe
Kasi
in other apps.
Pag phone, it'll just be busy. I don't know. Or Viber,
Yeah.
I think. Diba? It's just busy. No message comes out. I don't know. Coming from Lilo Boy, akala ko ba, hate na hate mo ko? Bakit todo bantay ka sa lahat ng kilos at mga pinagpo-post ko? Di ba ganun na ngayon? Like, you actually are more vigilant with the people you don't like or you want to cancel more than the people that you like. Like, you
Yeah.
spend so much time just checking the profiles, the tweets, the posts of people you don't like, waiting for them to slip up so that you can be the first to go, oh, we have to cancel this person because
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah.
You
Parang
know who they
naghihintay ka
are.
lang eh, you know?
You know who they are? They're the like big influencers who are also quick to cancel somebody else.
Totoo rin kasi.
People are more focused on you na, you know what, next time, next slip up, it's your turn.
It's your turn. You get a taste of your own medicine.
Actually, no, parang nag-ano lang siya, parang nagro-rotate lang.
Yeah,
Nabunot lang
people are just
for
waiting.
today.
Either
No?
this celebrity or that celebrity. And totoo yun. Sometimes the people, the influencers who are canceled today were canceling somebody yesterday.
Exactly.
Diba? So, yeah, I guess
Yeah.
how it works now, I guess. Miss Mema says, akala ko ba you're willing to wait? Ano ang definition ng wait? Bakit panayang follow-up? Minsan sa pag-ibig, minsan sa fast food. Kasi diba,
No, just give me like a timetable. Like when you say 5 minutes, I know some people, now when somebody, like let's say the server says 5 minutes po, as in talagang they will time them like in their phones or watch.
Iba-iba
I get
kasi,
it.
like, meron tao na pag sinabi mong willing to wait 5 minutes, 2 minutes, nagpa-follow up na. Wala pa. You know, or some naman, kami, we tend to be a little bit on the patient side. So, kunyari, sinabi mong 5 minutes, parang
I'll give you
mag-follow up
10.
kami mga 10. Oo, parang gano'n. So, but most, ang alam ko, most will actually overestimate. Like, kunyari, if they know that it'll take 5 minutes to prepare, they'll tell you 10 minutes to wait. Para they're always, parang, it seems like they delivered earlier when in fact talaga naman 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Diba? So, it's a technique. Even in ano raw, yung mga Disneyland, when you see the 1 hour mark sa pila, diba sometimes the line really goes very long. And then in the course of the line, they have big stickers. It says 15-minute mark, 30-minute mark, 1 hour mark, so that you know how long you should wait. But in fact, they studied
it's much shorter.
It's actually shorter. So pag nasa 1 hour mark ka, you're actually in the 30-minute mark. Kumbaga, they're managing your expectations.
Now I understand.
Parang they really overestimate the time. Para you're like, oh, they said 1 hour, pero 30 minutes lang, it's our turn na. Para daw you come out feeling, oh, that's so impressive. They're so efficient. So, technique daw yan ng mga theme parks para nga you don't get angry.
Ganun pala. Okay, now we know.
And
now we know.
From Star Marjorie, akala ko ba may pupuntahan kang party? Bakit maaga kang umuwi? Nasasagot daw siya, walang lumpiang Shanghai eh. So, I really don't get it. I really don't get the whole lumpiang Shanghai thing, I promise.
It's kind of expected, especially here in the Philippines. Especially Christmas parties.
I like it. I don't mind it. I'd probably get 1 or 2. But I'm not going to say a buffet is a fail kung walang lumpiang Shanghai.
I remember last year's Christmas party for our network for the podcast. As in, yun talaga, minarket nila yung Christmas party namin as only lumpiang Shanghai Christmas party. That was the whole thing. And it was true. It's real. Until the end of the night at like 12 midnight, ang dami pang lumpiang Shanghai.
It's because lumpia is so easy to eat. You can just pick it up and like stick it in
It's
your
like
mouth.
barbecue. Diba? Parang hand in hand yung lumpiang Shanghai tsaka barbecue.
Yeah,
Sarap
barbecue is
papakin.
awesome, right? But it's only here in the Philippines where barbecue is on a stick, right? Or there are other countries that have it, but it's a different kind of
barbecue is kasi, diba? It's like a way of cooking.
Yeah, it's a way
Dito
of
kasi
cooking.
it's the name
It's
of
the
the
name
dish.
of the one in like the stick of barbecue. But abroad, barbecue is like on a grill, right? You have a grill out and just make a barbecue.
A bobby.
So I wonder what they call our barbecue. Like if they're serving it on a stick.
Grilled?
Skewers? I think they call it
skewers.
Skewers. Yeah, yeah.
Pork skewers, yeah.
We have skewers. Actually, yun yung barbecue natin. And the top, akala ko ba, comes from Wildfire and Star Marjorie. Oh, I don't know if we ever greeted Wildfire. It was his birthday yesterday. Happy birthday,
Happy
Wildfire!
birthday!
Happy birthday!
They
So it
both
comes from
say,
Wildfire and Star Marjorie. Okay, Wildfire says, akala ko ba, high school yung girlfriend mo. Eh, bakit parang high school principal?
Ala.
Mm,
Mm.
yeah.
Mm.
So, well, oy, maraming hot na principal. I mean, don't like. So I guess it's just more of
Ba't
that.
ka ano, updated?
Hindi naman. I'm just saying, it's just that I guess in our
Ay,
head, when you say principal, parang Miss Minchin, medyo ganun yung
yes.
naisip natin na parang thingamajig. But yeah.
But you know,
And
I
from,
can't forget I will never forget our high school principal because I remember getting in trouble one time. And then instead of automatically expelling me or whatever, parang she just talked to me and explained what I did wrong. She didn't make me feel bad, which is so, I don't know, for me surprising back then because most of the time whenever a teacher would talk to you, it's like you're in big trouble. But this time around, alam mo yun, parang she made me realize that yes, what you did was wrong. And you have to remember that because this isn't the last time you're gonna do that. You just have to face it. So,
well, that's rare, I must say. Kasi
yes,
usually
it
there are
is.
people who lay down the law and sila
Mm-hmm.
yung medyo, how like the lolas and the lolas and the titos and the titas are the spoilers, pero the parents, it's upon them to lay down the law. Medyo
Yes.
ganun yung principal. I
You know
don't
what
think
I
you can
did?
be too friendly if you're the principal. Kasi sa'yo yung the buck stops with you.
Yeah. You know what I did? Because in our classrooms, when we were in high school, we had a DVD player, which was supposed to be used only for official, for class. But there's this one time I had a CD of Rent, which is my favorite musical. And then I
Oh.
played it there. And then sakto, dun sa Sini Mimi, yung What's the Time? Yung sa
Yeah.
strip club.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dumaan yung super sakto talaga. Dumaan yung CL teacher namin, which is our Christian living
Oh
teacher.
no.
And she thought I was playing, porn or something and reported me to the principal right away. So in the end, yung principal just talked to me and said, actually, the only wrong thing that you did was you used the school facilities, for your own fun,
So
for
kala mo
fun.
it was
But
because you were watching
yeah,
something.
sabi nga, but when it comes to musicals, we opened the door. We introduced you to musicals and art and culture. So, I that's fine. Pero yun, the other thing, yun yung mali ko.
Yeah, because you use the facilities for it.
Yes.
But unless it's
Kumbaga,
for a
ano
school
eh.
project, no.
Yeah.
With us
Ay ba
kasi
yun?
for us it's the principal it's the principal who is who does all of the parang major events, and the vice principal who does all the scolding.
Oh yeah,
Like
our
for
vice
example,
principal was super annoying then, I remember.
detention, suspension,
Lahat. I
lahat.
don't
It comes from the
I don't
vice
even
principal.
remember our vice principal.
Ako rin. I don't
Yeah,
remember
I
a
don't
vice.
remember. I
I
don't
don't
think
think we
we
had a vice
have.
I
principal.
only
Yeah.
remember
We
our vice
didn't.
principal. I never really got to know the principal because if you're really with the principal, you're expelled na.
The vice principal was more like the enforcer.
Yeah.
Parang silent leader lang yung directress namin slash principal. Although, I got to talk to both a number of
Yeah.
times.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now that you mentioned
Assistant
it,
principal daw, sabi ni Ina. Si Butter Baby.
Yeah.
Sa Philippines.
baka nga.
Assistant or vice, yeah. Same.
Okay. And from Star Marjorie, akala ko ba ako lang ang nakatira sa puso mo? Bakit parang ang dami kong kapitbahay? Subdivision ba yung puso mo? Yung parang ang daming nakatira, guys. Masikip, siksikan kami dito. As long as okay, I don't know what. I mean, I think it's
There's
okay
enough
to
space naman, okay lang, di ba?
hala, I don't know. With the heart of your jowa, 'di ba? Syempre ay gusto mo ikaw lang ang nandun.
Yeah. Well, actually, I think in IS, in my school, international school, they call it vice principal. But
Yeah,
I
I
guess
guess
it's
it's
Pareho lang
different
naman
per
yung vice
school.
tsaka assistant. It's the same.
different
Yeah.
area.
Yeah.
It's different, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. And so there you go, the top 10. Akala ko ba? If you've got entries, go ahead and tweet us. Twitter.com/RX931. Please include hashtag The Morning Rush and hashtag Akala ko ba in all your tweets.
Ano nang nangyayari, guys?
Hello. Okay.
Hello, everyone on Facebook Live.
All right. Hello to Maya, Juice Blank, Nathaniel, Denver, Christian Choi, Ryan Raffle. Hello.
Hello! Ooh! Ang kulit ng TikTok nyo, sabi ni Juice Blank. Yeah. Thanks, Rica, for editing that for
I
us.
know, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Both.
Ah,
Both
yeah, there were
videos.
two nga pala.
Oo,
There
he
were
already
two.
posted 2 from our trip. So you guys should check that out. Follow us on TikTok if you're there. Ooh, I got my Roger Federer Funko Pop na Chico.
Oh, it arrived.
It arrived! Hold on, let me get it.
So at least legit.
Legit siya. Here it
You are
is. It is.
afraid, you were kind of scared na baka hindi. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's cool.
That's so nice.
Cute.
I have
Naku,
it. I think
Hazel.
this is,
Mali ang
ano,
spelling ng Federer.
kakairita. I think this might be the only
Ano
Funko
siya?
Pop that I will keep the box for. Like, I will probably keep the box. But kasi I usually just throw the box away and I take out the toy and I put it on display because I have no plans of selling my Funko Pop anyway. Pero
Yeah.
parang ito kasi ang ganda nung may box tapos it says Roger Federer and everything. I
Eh,
might
what
take
if
him
may
out of the box.
What if may Raja?
Ay, hello, sold. Siyempre, alam mo naman who I'm gonna spend for. Roger, Raja, Lisa,
Hindi sa
Serena.
ba? Na
I
Funko
don't think
Pop.
I don't think she would want a Funko Pop because she's the type of person who would only deal with stuff that is suitable for her, like yung market niya and what she's known for. And she's not exactly parang hindi niya ano yan, parang toy stuff or whatever, 'di ba? She's
I
more
wonder
design.
though. You know, my thing is I wonder how it works. If you're part of a TV show, like for
Mm.
example, Friends, if they wanted to do a Funko Pop, obviously they're going to ask the studio, 'di ba? Sila yung
Yeah.
babayaran for the franchise. I wonder if may say yung actor or actress. Because remember, your likeness, as for example,
Mm.
Rachel, belongs to Friends. So if they bought Friends Funko Pop line, the studio could say yes to it. Alam ko, kahit ayaw, for example, for the sake of argument, ayaw ni Jennifer Aniston, but
Mm.
Rachel, the character, is theirs. So they can. So I wonder
Yeah.
how it works with the Real Housewives kasi they're starring as themselves.
But they're
What if,
exactly.
but I
So
wonder if kunyari may gustong gumawa ng Funko Pop of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, pero ayaw niya, can she refuse? Or can the
well,
studio be like, well, we can
she
still
is
release it. We
she
don't
is
need
no
your
longer
permission.
part of the show. She quit Real Housewives, so she wouldn't be obliged to do it.
No, like kunyari nga Funko Pop.
O yun nga,
And
wala
they're
na
going
naman
to
to sa
like,
Real Housewives eh. So
so can they release it?
I don't think so with her ano. I think she's the kind na she will get what she wants. So if she doesn't want to be in a Funko Pop
In a
collection, she
Funko
probably
Pop?
wouldn't be. Yeah. Oh, her husband got vaccinated already, by the
Oh wow,
way. Yeah.
already.
It was reported, yeah. Parang ano, apparently in LA, the clinics you can line up tapos those yung parang people who registered for the vaccine and are supposed to take it, if they don't show up, then it goes to whoever's there kasi they're just gonna go to waste because they have an expiration date, right? So if the people don't show up, a lot of those vaccine doses will just go to waste. So you can fall in line, and if you fall under the category, and her husband does because he's like 70 something already and he has like pre-existing conditions, you can get it. She didn't get it though. She was there with him. Baka kasi she's younger and healthy naman siya.
Because in some countries, it's free. You can just go there and like
Yeah, pero 'di
get
ba may
your
ano nga kasi, may parang may hierarchy, not or priority, parang hindi muna for the public. It's not available for everyone yet. Healthcare workers muna, 'di ba?
And the
right.
frontliners,
So, yeah,
politicians.
frontliners first. But some of them
Yeah.
apparently don't show up and kaysa masayang, pwede mo na lang
Gosh, oh
kunin.
gosh, give it to someone else,
Yeah.
right? Who would like to have themselves vaccinated?
That's what happened. Tapos ang daming nagko-comment agad na parang, just because they're rich, they're getting ahead of the line. And they're like, hello, pumila nga sila ng 2 days for it eh. And he was the only one who got it. She didn't even get it, right?
Wait, did
So,
you line up for it?
doon nga sa LA, in the clinics there. Kasi parang, you take a chance. Just in case maraming sumobra na hindi, ma-expire na lang, they will give it to you if you're there.
Yeah. Well, sana we get it soon so we don't have to worry about things anymore.
I
But
think here
I'll be very picky which
depends
one.
on yeah. I think here the depends on the city where you live because I know in Manila they're already
May
trying to
pre-registration na eh. Mm-mm.
yeah, they're trying to work out the details for it. And then I believe Mayor Vico Soto also tweeted
Oh yeah, I
something
saw
about it.
that. Yeah. And
Um,
Makati.
Makati naman, 'di ba, said they will give it for free.
Well, good for them. You know.
yeah, but you have to remember that these are all just plans. So it will depend on the rollout.
Yeah.
Kasi 'di ba
Yeah.
parang I know, I was just thinking, like, especially in Manila, what if you don't have documentation that you actually live in Manila, but you've been living there for 10 years, let's say.
Yeah.
Pero wala kang documentation. So, you know.
Yeah. By the way, guys, I started watching Lupin yesterday, the French series. It's so good. Oh my gosh. It's such a good series. It's like Money Heist. But
Mm.
Mm.
yeah, but it's about like the Queen's jewels or something, and it's based off of Lupin, the comic book.
Oh.
Not necessarily based off it, but the main guy, uh, well, bases what he does and his actions on the comic. So it's interesting. Interesting.
Have you all seen episode 2 of Drag Race?
Yes.
I'm 25 minutes in. I actually crammed because I thought you were gonna talk about it on for tea over coffee. And I was watching as Markki walked in. And I'm like, wait a minute, I'm not done with the episode yet.
I swear, Simone is my queen.
Yeah,
Love
Simone.
her.
I'm getting annoyed talaga with Candy Muse. That's why Chico, don't call me Candy Muse.
Me too. Ayoko din si Candy Muse. But you know what?
Ayoko
Actually,
siya.
I'm not as annoyed with her na sa episode 2. Mas nairita ako sa kanya nung pilot. Okay na, pero di ko pa rin siya gusto. Simone
Yeah.
talaga.
I like
No,
Simone.
there's that vibe kasi na parang she's experienced or, you know, alam mo yun, yung parang
Yeah.
mas matatak sa'yo. Like, that kind of thinking.
They were even knocking her dun sa sa recap episode. Kasi you know how she kept kind of shading Aja the first episode? As she
Yeah.
comes from the house of Aja, right? And they were like, Bish, we wouldn't even know you if it weren't for Aja. I mean, of course, not to discredit her own like accomplishments, but still, yung para yun nga, yung see it was sibling rivalry in an episode with Monet and Bob the drag queen. They were talking about it. Na parang sana hindi na lang niya ginawa yan na she kept shading Aja pa.
I don't know. I liked Olivia Lux. I'd stab her, but I like her. I I like how when she enters the room and her smile like lights up the entire room.
Yeah, I see it. But you know what? I want to like her, but I'm just not feeling it. It's just like, okay, she cool, she nice,
Why
whatever.
don't you like Elliot again? I actually don't care about her, but why don't you like him?
I don't know. There's just something about her that I just don't like. I don't know
Na-miss
why.
ko si Tamisha. Wala siya sa episode 2.
Yeah,
We
there's
miss
something about her
Tamisha
like
Iman.
I can't. I don't necessarily like. I don't know why. It's just there's some people that you don't really feel things for, and
Candy Muse. Galit na galit.
Olivia Lux.
I'm into Gottmik though. Her fashion is yeah. So now we know how to call her. When
Yeah.
she's out of drag, she's he, and when she's
Oh,
in drag, she's she.
Sabi niya
yay.
she doesn't
Never
care. If
break.
you're gonna call all the other she, then you can call her she. Parang don't overthink it was what she said, which was really cool. I love that. I love that she said that.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice.
Parang it
The,
takes off the pressure, 'di ba? Of getting it right.
okay din si Shaquille. Ay, sorry, si Lalari.
Lalari.
Yeah.
Lala Rico Robles.
Lalari.
Siya din. Yeah. Um,
Meron silang kalbo.
someone asked me here, Marky, what series do you not like? There are some series that I start off really liking. I talk about it, saying that I like it, and then when I finish it, it's like meh. One that I did not like that I recently finished. It's not because I didn't really like it. It was because uh I don't know, I just didn't get into it. Sweet Home. It was
Oh,
good.
really?
It was interesting, but then I mean, it was too much blood. I don't like blood. I don't like a lot of like realistic blood. I'm hemophobic, so I didn't really like it. Otherwise, I like Arisu in Wonderland in terms of anime style series. That was good. Queen's Bandit, Gambit, Bandit. I keep saying Bandit. Queen's Bandit. Queen's Gambit was also really
Okay,
good.
1 minute.
Such in a position for you.
Wow, we're at 400 something viewers. Nice, you guys.
Borderland pala
For
hindi.
ano, listen
Wonderland.
for.
Nagkakamali ako.
Oh nga eh, I was
Wonderland.
wondering, ano,
Gambit.
listen. Anyway, if you're new to Facebook Live in the comment section, they have their own world. So baka
Yeah.
magulat lang kayo, okay?
They are in their own world.
But it's fun. It's fun to read.
Bridgerton is good too. I liked it.
Okay,
It
wait
was
lang.
cute.
Monster RX93.1. It's time for the final batch of the top 10. And we are also live on Facebook.com/RX931. Hello, Team Bahay. And hello to everyone watching us.
Hello. It is, our first show for this week and our final batch for this episode. Akala ko ba? Thank you to Renetic for suggesting the topic. Let's start off with Jowie. Akala ko ba spa and wellness to? Bakit may bulungan na nagaganap?
Do you have your spa?
Sabi lang kung harder or kung less pressure.
Narinig na ng
syempre,
spa voice
dapat
nyo.
tahimik ka kasi. Di ba lahat naka-soothe and relax. So,
Parang,
dapat talaga nakabulong ka lang.
coffee or tea or hot
Yun.
water.
Siyempre, alam nga namang,
Okay lang po ba yun?
ay, tapos na yung massage. Siyempre.
Pero alam mo yung minsan nakakatawa in like small spas, you could really hear the other ano bang tawag sa kanila?
Masus?
Masseuse?
Pag babae, masur, pag lalaki.
Yeah. So you could hear them like, let's say, when they don't have a client, nasa gilid, tapos nagkikwentuhan. Because it's such a small...
Sinususutan sila. I remember before, in a
Is that
certain
acceptable? I don't want to be rude.
tapos yung nagmamassage sa akin, parang this parang mama looking woman. So parang feeling ko isa sa mga one of the mga OG. So while she was massaging me, ang ingay nung iba, yung tapos yung yung typical mother hen na may nagmamassage dito. I found it so cute. As in, alam mo yung natatawa ako. Tapos, syempre, nag-shake yung shoulder ko. Tapos sabi niya, sorry sir, ang iingay ka. And usually, it's the younger ones. At least,
It's a pet
usually
peeve of mine. Pag ganun, pag kunyari I go to a spa, tapos naririnig, especially if it's a high-end spa, yung parang, I am paying this much to hear all your chika. Di ba, nakakainis eh. Para kasing, yun lang, parang dapat you should know how to act. I'm sure they were trained during training. They were told that you shouldn't do that, right?
Well, ito nga si Paolo, sabi, kung si Markki ang minamasahe ko, hindi ko nabubulungan yan, diretso na kahit mawalan ako ng trabaho.
Ano, papasok ka dun sa ano?
Alam mo yung hindi na client si Markki, client nung iba. Papasok daw siya, tapos...
Makikihibas.
Si Sante na, kung si Sante, sige.
Wait, what's the plural form of massagers? Masseurs or masseuses?
Well, masseuses.
Yeah,
all girls.
But what if it's boys and girls? Masseurs.
Oh.
Right?
Is there? Massagerists.
Massagerizations.
A gaggle of masseurs.
Masahistas.
Yeah, well, I mean Tagalog.
Oo nga, no?
Pero pwedeng massage therapists. Pwede.
Therapists.
Yes, therapists. If you want to refer to them in general.
Actually, no, they don't use nga pala masseuse or masseur. They're just more like therapists.
Therapists, yeah.
Right. And coming from Star Marjorie, akala ko ba, first boyfriend mo ko, bakit parang may experience ka na? Tapos sasabihin,
what?
Ito talaga ang first boyfriend ko. Yung iba, customers ko lang. Oh! Why not? Why not?
Why not?
Oh, diba? And coming from Fry and Pop, akala ko ba pupunta ka lang sa CR para magwiwi? Bakit di ka na bumalik? Talagang umalis ka pa right before ambagan.
No.
At saka yung walang babay, walang, sige, mauna na ako. Basta ang ano lang niya, I'll just go to the CR. Tapos bilang, wala na, gone.
That's what I like about like when we were in college, mostly kapag inuman, we would rent like a small resort near LB. Tapos wala kang takas eh. Kasi you're all in the resort and you only have one car going there. So, hindi ka pwedeng mag-CR tas, diba, pag sa ambagan.
Pero kasi like, for example, thankfully I've never experienced yung ganun na umalis. I mean, if ever like in a big party, that's okay. Kasi usually, like, if it's a party, usually somebody's the host. So you don't really have to pay, right? Like, so biglang magde-disappear na lang, French exit. Pero pag yung kunyari nga ganun, like a restaurant, my gosh, thankfully, I've never experienced na biglang may nawala na hindi na nagbayad.
Yeah, that's so
weird. Really weird. Coming from Wildfire, akala ko ba TMR ang pinapakinggan ko? Bakit most of the time parang wild and wicked? I don't know.
Don't look at me.
It's a thing. And coming from Green Andrew, akala ko ba fan ka? Bakit ka nag-gatekeep ng other fans? I mean, if you really respected your idol, don't you know that it would benefit them to have more fans? Instead of like pushing away new fans saying, hindi kayo pwedeng fans kasi ngayon nyo lang na-appreciate. Like for example, with BTS, perfect example, Dynamite. It's their breakout hit, at least for the rest of the world. Parang kung kunyari post-Dynamite ka na naging fan, I'm pretty sure there are fans who would be like, you know, you're not really a fan, you're a newbie. Parang why antagonize them? Diba? It would benefit your idol to have more fans.
Yeah.
Even new
And
ones, especially
even
new ones.
and I'm sure, the actual artist also knows that, like, let's say yun nga yung breakout track nila, diba? And they would obviously, that's the reason why they did it in the first place.
That's their entry point.
For the rest of the world to know about them.
Yeah.
So,
Kasi minsan
bakit
talaga
mo
weird eh.
pinipigilan?
Diba, some go pa nga as far as, ay, ang dami ng fans, ayoko na. I don't wanna be their fan anymore.
Yes, I know there are people like
Gusto ko
that.
yung konti lang kami, diba?
Gets ko
So,
siguro, like, there would always be people who are like that in fandoms, Pero as long as, I don't know, it's not a collective thinking, wala, may pa isa-isa, di okay. I mean, what are you gonna do, right?
Yeah. And coming from, and the top, Akala ko ba, comes from Renz Rufil and Katrina.
They both say,
Renz Rufil says, akala ko ba, pareho kayong pure Pinoy ng asawa mo? Bakit blonde and blue-eyed yung baby mo?
Recessive gene. Recessive gene.
Hindi, let's say hindi adopted. Kasi like literally nasa hospital ka kapanganak niya.
Recessive gene, oo nga.
baka switched at birth. May Mara Clara moment.
Mm-hmm. Okay, good luck with the explanation. Good luck with the explanation. And from Katrina, akala ko ba, you're a wine connoisseur? Bakit ang comment mo lang dun sa tinikman mong wine? Lasang grapes?
Parang nung pumunta kami ng cupping for coffee, so anong notes yung mga, di yung iba, parang, it's bright, I could taste ganyan, chocolate. So parang, coffee? Coffee! Oo, nalalasahan ko yun eh.
Lasang kape?
Lasang kape, di ba, Chico?
But those notes, they come from, like, for example, the manure they use, right?
I'm not
when the cows,
sure. Hindi, kasi
for
syempre
example,
may mga yung roasting or like kunwari parang I hear like if it's washed or natural, yung mga ganon, para maraming technicalities.
It's similar din to wine, diba? Where the notes from the wine that you taste are because of what the cow ate.
Could be, I'm not sure.
It depends actually on the flavors are also from different variables, diba?
Yes.
Tsaka diba iba pa yung tinapakan, iba pa yung machine pressed, iba pa yung diba yung legit talaga yung tinatapakan pa ng mga wine stompers or whatever you call it.
Yeah. Have you ever been to Vineyard?
No, I've always wanted to though.
Oh my gosh.
Meron ba dito sa Philippines or what?
Maybe up in Baguio they might have like tiny vineyards maybe.
I
don't know.
Like I would love to visit tapos yung meron kayong little wine something at the end. That would be cool.
Like in Napa Valley, ganun.
Yeah, yung parang yung wine tour talaga. Like they'll take you to the grapes section, like it's still in the vines, and then you'll check out the stomping of the grapes. Tapos sa ending nun, you have the actual wine and you have cheese and crackers.
Doon ba galing yung stomping grounds? Hindi.
I don't know.
Pwede.
Yeah, or baka doon galing yung like postage stamp. Diba?
Pala yun.
So, if you're a stamp collector, kamusta naman?
Stamp collector,
I used to collect stamps.
Ano yun, philately? Is it philately?
Yes,
I have a book of
na-stamps ka na rin.
I have a book of stamps.
Like a philatelist and numismatist.
What's that? Coins?
Coins. Like in different parts of the world, I would collect them.
I used to be a coin collector, but then I also used to be a stamp collector, but I still have my book of stamps at home. I don't know where my coins are.
Anong tawag kapag nangangalekta ka dati ng load card? Dati yung collect ako. Mga load card.
Load card.
Ang dami kong load card dati.
Ako dati yung mga ISP Bonanza card.
I don't know why.
Blast ba yun? Meron bang blast dati? Basta yun. Yung mga cards ko.
What the only thing that was my rule is if I go to a country, I have to get all the denominations of the coins. So like I would ask usually the tour guide, start pa lang sinasabi ko na. Like, you don't have to give me the change. I can like give you, bigger change and then just give me kailangan all. So, minsan
Yeah.
mangungulekta yung, pag mabait yung guide, mangungulekta siya talaga for me. Oh, these are all the coins.
Aw,
Babayaran ko na lang siya in paper money or something. And I'm like, yay. And I had a
that's
lot,
nice.
they should be still with me. There must be stored
Yeah.
somewhere in the house. I just
Di
don't
ba
know.
in Green Hills, parang they have stalls
Yes.
Yeah.
where they
Yes,
sell?
they do.
Yeah.
I actually have
coins. Yeah.
I actually have my collection pa of Pokemon cards. Like sabi ni Adrian Cass.
Wow.
It's still at home, but like the thing is I check the costs of the cards and diba there's like a Charizard card that costs a lot of
Yeah.
money,
Like,
Wow.
million,
$10,000
diba? Parang ganun.
or something.
Yeah.
But like I'm just waiting na lang for these cards to get a little bit more expensive
Yeah.
before I sell them. But like
Oh, wow.
for now they're actually they're quite expensive
Mhm.
from what I
I
saw, but
collected
not
really,
X-Men
super
cards
expensive.
before and NBA cards. Yun yung naalala ko na meron akong collection.
Ooh. I
You
feel
X-Men
like
can
and
people
actually go
would.
to mga websites. They have a list of the ones that are really, like if you want to check,
Mhm.
meron sila mga list of how much ganito. Like yung Funko Pops, there is a website where you can just type in your Funko Pop and then they'll tell you how much the running rate is if you want to resell
Wow.
them.
What's the most
Oh.
expensive Funko Pop?
Right now?
Oh, I don't know.
For
Like,
trading,
What's the
you mean?
OG Funko Pop? What's the very,
The
very
very first.
Yung sa
Baka yan
Clockwork
yung
Orange, that's the first one. Strangely.
Clockwork Orange? Really?
Yeah.
Clockwork Orange?
Why?
I don't know. Yun nga, basta parang
Oo,
ganun eh. Basta it's an odd movie na yun yung, if I'm not, correct me if I'm wrong, basta something like that. Some super hindi mo iisipin. You would think it's Mickey Mouse or some Disney cartoon or some really popular character. But yeah, it's some medyo obscure character in a movie, I think.
The first
wow.
Funko Pop produced were Batgirl, Green Lantern, and 2 variants of Batman.
Meron pang earlier. No, those are ano na.
Ah.
Like Promise, meron pang mas maaga dun. Like
Yeah.
yung first ever. Kasi I was part of the Funko Pop group. We had a quiz night. Naalala ko yun eh. What was the first ever Funko Pop? And we were all like, what? Bakit yun? Basta parang it was so weird. And some random movie character.
Clockwork
Parang.
Orange. Interesting.
I'm not sure kung yun basta something weird. Yun lang parang top of my head, parang yun yung naalala ko. Ako, I had one that I was able to sell for like 25K.
Wow.
Wow.
And I bought it parang, at the time, mahal na yun like 3K. Mahal na yun.
Wow.
But then it got progressively rarer or something.
Oh
Pero
my
ano yun,
God.
kailangan maganda talaga yung box.
Yeah.
Kailangan, may konting kupi ka lang in one corner and it'll go down dramatically. So yeah, it has to be like that. And let's see. Oh, yun, there. What about us? What's our answer? Akala ko ba?
Ako kanina, akala ko ba organic egg na pwedeng lutuin? Bakit hard-boiled?
Oh my gosh.
I literally had my pan ready. I put butter in my pan already. I took out my cheese because I was gonna sprinkle it with cheese. Tapos, when I tried to break the egg, alam mo yung, what's happening? Yun pala hard-boiled na yung nabili ko, guys.
Ba't siya tumatalbog? Hindi, tsaka di ba you can check it by rolling it? Did you know that?
Oh,
Pag
really?
hard-boiled siya,
How?
di ba ano siya, di ba oblate siya. So,
Yeah.
if you roll it ng pag ganon, it'll just roll. Pero pag roll mo na pag ganon, like
Yeah.
vertical, a
It won't?
hard-boiled egg will just roll normally. A raw egg will not. Parang mag-zhut. Yung parang hindi siya, kasi di ba
I
mabigat
wanna
yung
test that
ilalim.
out.
So pag ginanon mo, parang gumaganon siya ulit. As opposed to, pag hard-boiled, solid na siya. It'll just roll.
Kasi I
Pero
didn't
try
even
mo.
test it. I just kind of assumed that it wasn't cooked. But apparently, it was where I bought it. So, pero okay lang naman kasi gusto ko rin ng hard-boiled egg. So, I just ate it.
Akala ko ba
Sige, go.
Akala ko ba matching game to? Eh bakit odd numbers? Mm.
It still
No?
makes sense. It still makes sense. I tell you this much.
Things
It
don't
still
seem
makes
as they
sense.
appear, folks.
Things don't add up.
Mm-mm.
You have to pay
Things
close
don't
attention.
add up. Pay
Take our
closer
word for it.
attention.
Blink and you miss it.
Ang masasabi ko lang dyan,
Mm-mm.
wag ako ha. Wag ako!
People be
um,
quick to assume.
for me, akala ko ba, this happens to me all the time. Akala ko ba hindi ka gutom, pero ba't mo inubos yung kalahating chicken? Like literally, I always say whenever I'm at a friend's house, I always say, oh no, I'm not hungry. And then one time, they had leftover chicken. Tapos hindi ko napansin, naubos ko na siya. Tapos alam mo kung ano yung sabi sa akin ng mom ng friend ko? Sabi ba naman niya, para ka palang aso, no? Ang bilis mo umubos ng buto ng manok. And I'm
Grabe
like,
yung para ka palang aso.
I guess she didn't mean it that way. She just meant na parang ang bilis kong makaubos ng chicken, you know, with mga buto-buto.
Sana sinabi mo,
But yeah,
tita, arf, arf.
Or did
I
you
think
eat it
it's
ba, ano? Did you eat it ba straight from the plate? Alam mo yung wala
from
nang utensil?
ano, hindi, pero straight from the foil. Wala siya sa plato. It was in the foil. But yeah, ganun ako lagi. Like whenever I'm at like at a friend's house, I can't. Di ko kaya yung, uy, gutom na ako, kain na tayo. I don't know why. Okay, you, Chico.
Chico.
Akala ko ba, ang press release mo, huy, overnight lang tayo kasi mamimiss kami ng aso tsaka pusa namin eh. Pero bakit nung nagkita kayo, ikaw yung humagulgol? I miss you so much. As in,
Miss
I was
namin.
such a sobra, like, sabi ko, ang OA naman, overnight lang. As in, I missed them so much. As in, I really hugged them.
Sino hinagulgulan mo?
Both. I miss them
Oh.
both.
Sino yung mas mas humagulgol ka ng todo?
Well, pareho naman. Well,
Ayaw
ano
mo
lang.
pili. Chico,
Bakit
akala ko
yan?
ba impacta ka, pero in fairness, hindi naman.
Mm-mm.
Fairness.
I'm such, I turn into gelatin when it comes to my babies.
Oh. Love
So,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, so there we go. Thanks for tuning in, you guys, and for watching us on Facebook Live. That's it for the Morning Rush. And we're going to be back tomorrow. Switcheroo. Up next, we've got Rico and Carla for All Out. And that's it. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye, folks.